Hello everyone, welcome to Man Manga Boys Manga. That's right, Man Manga Boys Manga. My reading log, that's what I meant to say. We read the usual of my chores, I think. So this is 4, this is 6, 7, 8. Don't fall. I'm counting this as 2, you know, it's like 1.5 really, but I think that's 2. 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. I guess I could count it as 1 then, right? Because of that. Actually, I'm a little over if you count it as 2. So that's pretty cool. Pretty good job, me. Thanks. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy my video. And if you find any fun books that you want to check out, use my rights affiliate link down below. Let's jump into it. Big O, what did I think about it? I thought that it was funny that Oswald was on the thumbnail for 2 of them when he was definitely only supposed to be on the cover for 4, and our officer here was supposed to be on the number 5 here, the chief, but whatever. Again, this is read left to right, not right to left, so it's just like us at home, okay? I did think that this was an interesting take on Big O. It is fairly, close to the anime, with a few changes here and there. But we also started a little bit before the anime and ended a little after the anime did. However, the anime got a season 2, and this did not get a season 2. A few stand-up moments would have to be when they have Beck here. He's all down in the dumps, and he is, trying to help get rid of Oswald because Oswald is a beast. And we also have over here, Beck is out doing his own thing, and his cronies are trying to help work for him. They got the Beck Ultra DX going on here. And then Beck comes out with this 3-headed Cerberus-like thing, and he calls it a Gigaduce instead of a Megaduce. That was in nutso. So I really enjoyed that. We get a little bit in the past of this girl here who was pretty weird, but, mysterious as it always is. And then Angel pops up in the Big O Volume 6 and ends up being the main big bad to an outside other world. She fights in a suit that's pretty similar to the Big O. I can't remember what it was called, though, off the top of my head. Big 4, that was it. And so it's an underwater Megaduce, and it doesn't really wrap up with the May or anything like that, like season 1 does, or maybe season 2 is what it is. But in any case, it was still a good read. I did enjoy it. There are a lot of mysteries not answered in this series, which is, big O for you. But I still did enjoy it quite a lot. If this was readily available, I would recommend grabbing it, but I know it's OOP, so I would say probably not worth buying it for OOP prices, but it was still good. The Adventures of Dai. This is absolutely worth picking up if you haven't picked it up yet. So we have to fight this freeze cold man. Burn, freeze, burn. Blizz Blaze actually is his name. Anyways, so we actually fight him. We get schooled by him because he's got these little pillars that nuke all your magic, and he's got another pillar that nukes all your strength. So that way, our heroes can't do too much of anything. And they get teleported away by a mage that used to be on the heroes side of things, Avon's team. Speaking of, we're still in Disciples of Avon. I can't believe that. And he trains Pop to become a good mage. Meanwhile, our hero Dai is also somewhat training, and he has to, of course, devise a plan to get rid of these towers. So he helps kind of assemble our usual rag team crew. We have to pick 4. We pick 4, but also we have our, of course, misguided disciple. He's alive and he comes back. So that was really great. And we get some fight with Crocodile, and that was excellent as well. However, we do not finish the fight quite here. And so the next battle will be the end of Brizzle Bottom here. His name is Flazzard. Yeah, it's a weird name. Flazzard. Anyways, yep, so he's kidnapped the princess, and we've got to stop him, of course. Die Dark, this is super weird. So now we've got 4 people on the crew here. We've got Death, we've got main character, we've got this guy who can't die. I guess actually a lot of these guys can't die, huh? Anyways, we get a little bit of a jump into the past, and we find more about the Lightforge people. I think that's the name, right? The Lightforge. Maybe Lighthead? Yeah, Lighthead Order, that's what they call it. The Photosphere and the ancient cult called the Lighthead. So we get a bit of a peek into them. We see them taking souls and putting them into a single body. That was very interesting, and we have to fight that being. It seems like they're like gods, but I'm not sure. He also reminds me of the guy from Avatar who could just like shoot, like light speed blasts or like implode things and make explosions. He reminds me of that. Again, pretty interesting read. Hard to exactly follow what's going on, but when it all started to tie in together with the photosphere and the Lighthead being part of the school in the past, I kind of started to, get back in gear. At the beginning, I was like, who are these people? Because there's like a whole chapter devoted to them. I'm like, okay. Maybe it was mentioned in the past and I just forgot. It's been a while since the last book I read, I feel like, but I was kind of confused for a second there. Things kind of started to clear up, though. Grand Blue Dreaming Volume 16. We continue Operation Stop the Cousins from Being in Love, I guess is a way to put it. So we have this dating sim here, and our main man Kohei is trying to tell the girls how to our main girl here, Keiki, wherever she was a second ago, I feel like I just saw her. Yuri and Keiki kind of look similar, but right here, Keiki. But we find out that actually virtual novels aren't even that real. Shocking. Very shocking. So that was pretty funny. We also find out that they were at a love hotel, Keiki and Kohei. That was hilarious. But also so is Yori and Chisei. So, what could have happened there? Pretty funny story with a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of smug faces, which I love to see. This series is constantly a good laugh for me, but some people don't really find this kind of thing enjoyable. I, of course, do really like it. And we end with Iori getting a kiss from this girl who he apparently knows from his past in front of the other two possible love interests. Oh my god, the sauce, the saltiness, the spiciness. Where will it end? Tokyo Revengers 324. This is the most recent volume that's out at the time of this recording. And we find ourselves still not really changing too much of the future, but a little bit has changed, but not enough to stop people from dying. We also find our friend. He kills himself. That stinks. So go back in time and fix it, my main man. So Crybaby Mickey, or I don't know how you would say his name, Takamichi. Anyways, we go back in time to try to stop this war from breaking out. The war breaks out anyways, but Draken's still alive. So thank goodness that we saved Draken, because if not, Mikey would have taken the gang down the wrong road, apparently. We also see this car crash in the future because he's not as back to life. Or is she? Bum, bum, bum. And so, yeah, we're probably going to have to go back in time. Wand Dance, Volume 1. Because of everything that... I feel like it's this case anyways. Everything that Sendo likes, I feel like I don't like. So Wand Dance I thought was okay. I did get kind of into it. The main character, though, he's just like a... He reminds me of Mash from Mashal, where he's just like a self-insert character. He doesn't do much. He's kind of robotic. He's good at sports, but... he doesn't really like sports. He has this weird stutter thing, but he doesn't really have stutter when he's not, when he's confident, he doesn't have it. We have some pretty cool dance moves in here, which I can't even fathom how to do some of these. But something I did like is these word bubbles. You might see this. They kind of flow well with the pictures. So I was really reading this, and as I was reading it, I was kind of grooving with my eyes. So that was pretty fun. I didn't like the story so much, but I liked reading it, if that makes any sense. It was fun to read, but not as interesting to read for me. I don't know how else to put this, but if you're interested in getting into dance, I feel like this would be a great manga for you. I am not really interested in learning how to dance. I learned how to dance for my wedding. That was enough for this man manga boy, okay? But by that same merit, it was still very... what's the word I want to use? I don't know. Interesting. I'm still kind of compelled to read it. I want to know what happens with this dance competition, and I feel like this is just the most unflattering dance. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but this just does not look... I don't know. I can't imagine it looking good, but maybe it does look good, and in K-pop songs use it all the time. They show you a few moves that they use in that are more common and used in industry, but we have a free-for-all battle here that is taking place. So yeah. There's a dance competition and everything at the end. They get in, yay, don't you want to watch us? And then they say, okay, bye. So yeah, I will be picking more of this up, but again, it's one of those things where the story isn't so great for me right now, but I like just about everything else about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not the story isn't right for me. It's maybe the characters aren't right for me because the story is something that I would like. I think that's what it is. I think it's the characters that I'm just not a fan of. Like I said, the main character is kind of robotic and everything like that. Haiku, volume 28-29. We start day 2 of the tournament. And day 2 means we get another opponent. So that was interesting. And our opponent is the second seed. They were thought to win it, and after the first seed didn't make it in, which of course they were taken out by Karasuno. So that was great. We find that their cheer squad is like a whole ass band. That was pretty wild. Hinata really gets his butt kicked quite a bit, as does Ryu, so that is something that is going to have to be addressed. Ryu also finds his friend from the childhood past, but he's like not into her that much. He's like, I got my own heart, so we gotta go apart. He says it like that in a rhyme. He says it like that. And so they, she's like kind of confused about what just happened. And Ryosuke is like for real in love with the manager, I guess. Ragnar Crimson Volume 6. Again, stop sleeping on this title and read it already. Our main character here is, of course, sworn to go it alone. We get a little commune with the dragons. Time Dragon really can't do anything, and she's like, the main leader of the dragons. Meanwhile, we are at a huge war with dragons, and we find out that there's millions of dragon underlings that they have to take out. Oh man, this volume is just full of action. I really loved it. We didn't get too much from Ragnar until really towards the end. Or sorry, from Crimson until towards the end. We only got Ragnar. Man, am I mixing them up? I don't think I am. But yeah, so that was kind of a little bit of a tease because, Ragnar is always up to something devious. And I kind of want to know... Crimson's always up to something devious. I want to know what. Meanwhile, Ragnar is very straightforward. And yeah, I really like where the series is going. There is a ton of action, like I keep saying. A ton of it. It's bloody. It's violent. People are decapitated. People are membered. There is a head. It says, why, Dorneus, are you truly human? And it's like, damn, on a stake like that? Shit. And you can see all these like piercings going on with these humans. This dragon is insane. We find a time dragon, which is the main Ultimia's... what's the word for it? Underling, but like because it's her underling, it knows time magic somewhat. So that thing has been whipping ass. But yeah, that's what I read this week. If you had anything cool, please let me know down below. If you want to pick any of this up, please use my affiliate link down below. And any questions, comments on these series, let me know also down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Again, if you enjoyed this video and made it this far, thank you very much. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye.